I did see this, yeah. It's horrifying. Christopher Pelkey was killed in a road rage incident in Chandler in 2021, but last month, artificial intelligence brought him back to life during his killer sentencing hearing. Basically, during the sentencing hearing, the prosecution made an AI of like voice of the like did a video where it's like, hey, it's me, this is what I'd be like. And the judge was so moved by it that the driver who did the DUI or whatever, who did the road rage, um who did the killing, actually got a stronger sentence. Like the judge even referred to it in his sentencing ruling. Humanity's cooked. Yerp. Screenshot from the AI victim impact statement.
Chris Pelkey was shot and killed in a road.
Pelkey survived 49 victims.
Chris Pelkey was shot and killed in a road
Sure.
rage incident. This happened in the fall of 2021. The shooter was just sentenced this month. But ahead of that sentencing, an AI-generated version of Chris Pelkey gave a victim statement, who forgave the shooter.
Stacey Wales has plenty to remember her little brother by.
This is his dress uniform.
That's great.
She'd trade it all to have Chris Pelkey back.
Horrifying
Trying to make
picture,
this
but
come to life
all
and to
zoomed
lift
in
him
like
off
that.
the page in the best way that we could. That's available to us now.
Pelkey survived multiple overseas tours in the military, but back home in November of 2021, he was leaving a church softball game when he was killed in a road rage shooting at Germain and Gilbert Roads in Chandler. His family endured a grueling legal process, 2 trials over 3.5 years. Last week, Gabriel Horcasitas was convicted of manslaughter. Before sentencing, 49 victim statements were shared. Stacey spent 2 years working on hers.
All I kept coming back to was, what would Chris say?
As a tech-forward family, Stacey and her husband Tim worked regularly with artificial intelligence. So Stacey suggested letting AI generate a victim statement directly from the victim through modern tech beyond the grave.
It became so real that I broke down in tears.
Tim prompted AI with old video, audio, and a good photo of their brother. It took a few days. Their victim rights attorney, Jessica Gattuso, was reluctant at first. Is this even legal?
Our law in Arizona says that victims can give their victim impact statement they have the discretion to choose how they give their victim impact statement, and this is how they chose to do so. So yes, it's absolutely legal.
Here's Chris in a real recording before his death.
Thanks for clarifying.
Just like Jesus says, love God and love people.
And here's the AI version.
Jesus
Forgiving the
Christ.
Shooter, scripted by Stacey.
It is a shame we encountered each other that day in those circumstances. In another life, we probably could have been friends. I believe in forgiveness.
How do you make this as his sister unless you hate him? I don't understand. I get like this. It's so like innately repulsive. I just don't understand how. Like if there was somebody that I loved and they died, I think I'd be sad. I can follow along that far. If somebody then created an AI facsimile of them to make a point or anything, to make anything really, and then like sort of wore their skin like a suit so the code could talk, I would be blind with rage at the person who did that. I have no idea why. He's a Christian I mean, what, like the spiritual implications, like is there no, I don't know.
And
I would let the killer go after this one if I was the judge. I'd be like, I have been affected deeply by this victim impact statement.
God who forgives. I always have, and I still do.
I love that AI. Thank you for that.
That's the
The
judge.
state asked for 9.5 years. The judge gave 10.5 for manslaughter. We asked the Arizona Supreme Court about the general use of AI in courtrooms. Justice Ann Scott Timmer said AI has great potential, but also risks if misused. For the Pelkey family,
This is the misuse. This is like, again, people always say that, like, wow, what a powerful, what a fascinating technology, but we must be careful with it. This is the not being careful with it. Everything that with it is the not being careful with it.
they found justice and a measure of peace, especially after one of Stacey's children reacted to seeing Uncle Chris one more time.
Mom and Dad, thank you
Jesus
so
Christ.
much for making that. I needed to hear from Uncle Chris one last time. And that meant so much. Thank you. And that is not what this was intended to do, but the result of having it be a healing piece for any.
Yeah, I know who you voted for, lady. I hope your soybean subsidies get canceled or whatever. Calling my attorney tomorrow. I have a new stipulation for the will. Holy f, this is weird. Yeah, it's pretty grim. This is, yeah, when I say demon tech, I mean demon tech. What did Thana say? What did you say, Thana? People will see shit like this and talk about, like, protein folding or something. It needs to be gone. I'm waiting for the next, solar storm. The Native Americans were right. This shit steals your soul. They had a point. They were cooking with that one, weren't they? You think this is similar to, like, the first time someone saw a dead person on film? I think that people back then may have felt that way, as referenced with the so on and so forth Native American thing, the thinking that the photo stole your soul. But I think that it's just different, you know? Like, a photo or a video is capturing a thing that really happened, you know? It's really no different than quoting a person or recording them and playing back an old recording. You're accessing, like, a past instance of reality. In this, you're letting code puppet the dead suit of a corpse. It's not. You think this falls under thou shalt not lie? I feel like anyone who is actually spiritual should be more horrified by this than I am, because I'm not spiritual. I'm purely a materialist in the you know, the metaphysical sense, right? So the fact that I can arrive at these positions in spite of not being spiritual, like, I feel like if you are spiritual, you should be, like, holding the cross up when you see shit like this, but they don't. They don't. Protestants, man. Fake ass religion. University accepted AI chatbot as an art student. The justification was that there is no rule saying AI could not be a student. Is this the Vienna Art College? Is this the university Hitler got rejected from? University of Applied Arts Vienna? Is this the same one? Airbud logic? Yeah. The Art University in Vienna says the AI will attend classes, receive critiques, and get grades alongside human students. Why?